Hi, it's only 912 News, something else 912 Patriots. We're here in St. Petersburg, and a couple of days ago we attended a Guns Across America rally, and we asked the folks there, what about the Second Amendment? What do you know about it? Well, we're going to be doing the same thing, asking folks here, again, the Second Amendment, to explain what the Second Amendment means to them. So let's see what they have to say.
Hello, how are you doing today? I believe truly in my heart that we all have the right to bear arms. In this day and age, more so than ever, our Constitution was certainly written with good intent, and I believe that the intention should go on. There's much opposition about it because we've had many problems, but you look at the people who are giving us the problems, I believe it means that if you get the mental ill issues straightened out, I think most of the people that are doing something that's wrong, Columbine, all the way down the line, are people who are unstable to begin with. The stable people need arms to protect themselves today because the society is really getting pretty bad. Thank you.
My view is if you take away the Second Amendment right, then we're going to become a police state, a police nation, where everything is under martial law. And if you don't respect the current government that we have implemented, then when those rights get taken away, then you basically have no backbone of freedom that will incur justice. So you need Second Amendment rights to be able to protect the citizens from within. That's my view.
Yeah. The reason why the Second Amendment was written is no longer the reason why it's pertinent today. I have no problem with people bearing arms to defend themselves. I have no problem with people bearing arms to hunt. But the weapons that are being used now are not used for hunting or for defending yourselves. The reason why the amendment was written is so that you could defend yourselves against the British. And right now, if you wanted to uprise against the United States, I'm sorry, a bomber, submachine gun's not going to do anything against, the U.S. military today. So to protect yourself from an overbearing government, it doesn't work today because the weapons that the government have far outweigh weapons that any normal person would have. So you either have hunting or self-defense in your own home, neither of which you need a, M16 to do. So that's what I feel about it.
At this point, as a teacher myself, I'm right in the crossfires of where this whole controversy is these days. I feel at this point that the American public needs access to guns as minimally as possible. Yes, the right to bear arms to protect yourself in your home, the bare minimum of a gun, basically just your basic self-protection piece of equipment would be all that I think needs to be out in our society right now. All these semi-automatics and major rifles and such, those are really not about hunting. That's not about someone trying to go shoot a deer for their dinner. Those guns primarily these days are being used for the wrong purposes in the wrong places. I feel if we were to have slightly stricter gun laws that were just to protect your being in certain situations, we'd be a lot safer for society. You look at England, where I spent a lot of time learning. I was in England as learning to become a teacher. There are gun laws. No guns for public, period. Even the police don't carry guns. A lot less gun crime there. I feel the United States could learn something looking across the pond at England. So I think here we need to pull it back, have a safer society, and a lot less guns will be running around our country. And as a teacher, I'd feel better walking through my school hallways every day in that type of case.
For me, the Second Amendment it's the right to bear arms and all, but it's not the right to bear assault rifles. When the Second Amendment came into play, it was not intended. I mean, they had no way of foreseeing assault weapons, and they were, when they talk about a militia, they were talking about like our armies and our military, and I think it's just totally been misconstrued by the NRA and the supporters, and I wish we would all lay down arms.
The Second Amendment, I believe it says it's in order to have a well-regulated militia, and I understand the right to bear arms, and that's great, but I don't understand why you can walk into a gun show and not show any identification and not have a background check. I think that's important to have, so that's my comment.
Well, yeah, we're down here visiting from Australia.
Our guns are banned.
Our guns are banned after that massacre at Port Arthur. which was what, in the 90s or 2000, early 2000, I can't remember.
Yeah, in Tasmania.
And they actually did a gun buyback scheme where they bought back all the guns and then they actually destroyed them. And people actually haven't been bothered by it.
The only people that have gun license are people that use it for sport, recreational purposes.
You're not allowed to carry a firearm, you're not allowed to have a concealed firearm.
Yeah, you're not allowed any form of a weapon.
No form of weapon at all.
Okay, can I ask you, how do the people feel now? I understood that the government promised the people safety and protection if they would go along with this.
Yep.
Yes.
Now,
Yep.
how's that working out?
We're very safe.
We're very, I
Yeah.
don't think we've got any issues with it. We've never had any massacres like you guys have had, especially kids going into schools
Yeah,
and shooting.
never had a shooting in the school.
We've had one shooting, and after that, they got rid of the guns, and
Yeah.
we've never had, touch wood, never had another incident.
No.
And I don't think anybody has regretted handing in their firearms because of that.
But we've never had held-ups in shops and stuff like that with guns.
No.
You normally would find an alternative weapon,
Yeah.
but it's never been a gun.
Yeah, never been a firearm.
No firearms.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you don't have any regrets that the government took your guns and left them
No.
without any protection, burglary or anything like that?
No. Nothing.
Okay, and what part of Australia are you from?
WA, Western Australia.
Western Australia.
Yeah.
So have you been reading in the newspaper about other parts of Australia that do regret?
I don't think anybody's ever regretted not having a firearm.
I mean, the people that do have firearms is obviously your farmers, you
Yep,
know,
for cattle
for
purposes.
cattle and wildlife issues. But
No.
in suburbia, no.
Okay. So
We don't know.
this video that I told you about YouTube
Yeah.
was about 5 minutes long, and it was one citizen after the other regretting it,
Yeah.
talking about home break-ins,
Yeah.
that the police could not respond in ample time. They can't be in everywhere at the same time,
Yeah.
and they were warning Americans not to give up our arms. So
Well,
that's,
that must be a very small minority. That's all I can say.
I think-
because in general,
I
We-
think
we
if
don't-
Americans got rid of their gun licenses or the purpose of holding a firearm, you wouldn't have the problems that you've got now. And these innocent children would not be losing their lives because some twit got hold of a gun and thought it would be fun to
Payback.
go and shoot everybody.
go and pay back somebody who did or said something he shouldn't have said.
well, that doesn't seem to be the case in Chicago. I don't know how much you know about what's going on in Chicago with the ganglands wars.
No, I don't know much
And
about that.
they have set unbelievable numbers of murders, innocent people being killed.
Yeah.
People that are home break-ins are not there to protect themselves, have been robbed or beaten or raped,
Yeah.
and even killed in some cases. So this is a problem that the United States citizens have, that the people who are law-abiding are being targeted, but yet they're not talking about the criminals who are doing
Doing all the damage.
illegal and the damage is being done.
Done, yeah.
So
yeah.
I guess you're very lucky where you live, because I don't know much other than what I saw in the video.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I got the chance to ask you and find out that you're from Australia. And I hope you're having a wonderful time here in sunny Florida.
We are.
I hope to someday visit your country too.
Okay.
So ladies have a wonderful
Thank you
day.
very much.
We will.
you.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
See ya.